Hey everyone, this is supposedly a quick and sort of simple guide on how to create your very own DS oscilloscope views from scratch. Um, this is a sort of weird process because it's all manual. I'm sure most people just use something like multi-dumper to get everything. I don't, because I'm a dumbass and a weirdo. I like to do everything manually, because why not? Anyways, first step, very first step, you're going to want your song. I'm just going to be using this one as an example because I like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl's music. Next step is you're going to need this plugin. I don't know what the latest version of this plugin is. I just know I have this version, which, for whatever reason, has this funny little tab in it that allows you to mute the channels. I'm gonna just open foobar. I don't know why I had it closed. Let's say I go to its 2SF decoder plugin rather than Winamp's. It doesn't have this little panel here for no reason why. This doesn't tell me what version it is, although I think if I go here, yeah, so I do have a slightly older version. And I don't know if there is a version of this plugin for foobar that has this, because I'm a Winamp kind of guy. But either way, I can put a download up to this version of IO2SF for download if needed. Anyways, so we are going to go into here. We're going to go into our destination folder. I don't know why, when I first started using this, just a little tidbit, it took me so long to figure out how to write anything to disk. But I've been doing this for so long and that it's just kind of habit. Anyways, so once that's all said and done, next step is to silence everything below it. So I think Diamond Pearl's music uses only 12 channels, so we can leave these ones all unchecked because they are all reserved for sounds. But only way to know is to test. So we're just gonna write one file to disk, and while that's happening, just to make sure everything's good, so we can zoom in here. So this is what you'll get out of every single DS song. Each channel is just a mishmash of different sounds, especially when it cuts out channels to reserve for sound effects or whatever. It just sounds like a bloody mess. But we were right, at least I was right. So we can move on to the next channel. So if you'll notice, some of these are blue, and the blue means that they're muted, essentially. So you just leave all the ones that you want to rip unmuted, which is usually just one, and it should just be smooth sailing from there. So we're 5 channels in at this point. And you can already hear the song starting to take shape. This is the case for pretty much everything. The first few channels will have most of the sound, and from there they will all after that, usually by the 10th channel, it'll start to sound sort of empty per channel. Fortunately, this game does not. Each channel is used it's like just to the fullest, essentially. Now, most games do use all 16 channels, so that can take a little bit of time. Everything here will take it time, depending on how long the song is, how many channels it uses, so on and so forth. because that's just the way that the disk writer does its thing. So once this is finished, there is one last thing that you really have to do, and that is just make sure everything is amplified and leveled and whatnot. So I'm going to finish with this, and we're gonna plug everything else in just to see what we've got. And we do have everything. Actually, does it even use the 12th? I don't know if it does. We'll see. Okay, it doesn't. It actually only uses 11. So, now that we know that, what little shortcut that you can do is click off and then go back, and all these channels will be unmuted again. That's just a little quirk of the plugin. We're going to rename that because it is empty, and we're going to repurpose it as the master. So, while that's happening, what I like to do is check this number. So, once we go here, we can go back into our folder, select everything, make sure it's all good. And what we'll do, I forgot to change this. So, this, if you don't know, every, I think it's 6 decibels is like doubling its sound. I could be very wrong on that, so we'll go approximately that. And if we click preview, that's what we have. Actually, did that work at all? Oh no, what we want is 2.5. So that's about all you want, and just for the heck of it, we're gonna shove our master channel in here just to see if there's anything funky happening with. There's a little bit happening with stereo, but it's not enough for me to say, let's do a stereo view. We're gonna leave it plain. And after that, I'm just gonna let that do its thing. So that is about it. From there, it's you do what you want to. Put your settings as whatever you like. Oh, I forgot to set this to the proper. Anyways, that's the gist of it. I don't know if you can find the older version of via 2SF up anywhere. I tried looking around, but not all that hard. So if anyone needs a download link to the files, then I can put those up, and hopefully they won't get taken down. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this showcase of unprofessionalism. If you want to get into doing DS views, all I can say is good luck for various things. If people have questions, then feel free to ask about, and I will try to answer them if they're a related question. Other than that, I think I'm out of time. So, yeah, hopefully this is easy enough to follow, easy enough to understand. I know I'm poor at those things, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So, I will see you next time. Good luck.